Greetings. My name is Jim Wickens from NFLDraftFanatics.com, and this recording and podcast will be a very brief demonstration of what a first-round challenge is. If you are not familiar with NFLDraftFanatics.com, our player boards are interactive. So the way I'll demonstrate that, if you go to Team Needs, and we're going to do this demonstration for the Chicago Bears, this is the Bears player list on the far right of their Team Needs. And this is the order the players are being loaded to the simulator. So you can see Marvin Harrison Jr., Caleb Williams at the top. And I want to point out, for example, number 10 is Kingsley Suamataia. So if you don't believe that he would be the 10th player, that's something we can take a look at when we do the first round challenge. Okay, so what we're going to do a first round challenge, go in and do a mock draft, pick your team, and we're going to do this thing called the first round challenge right here. Okay, and we're going to enter the draft, and this doesn't take long. We're going to do 5 unique first rounds. So for the Bears, they have 2 picks. That means we have to have 10 players. Okay, so on the clock, who do they pick first? When you pick them, you won't be able to pick them for the other 4 mock drafts. So we'll start with Marvin Harrison Jr., and then who do they go with at this pick? Do they go Jayden Daniels, for example, if May and Caleb Williams are off the board? So that's what I'll do. Pretty simple, right? Second time through, it won't let me pick either of those 2 players. Okay, so do you like May or Williams? Okay, so pick one of them. And then who would be your next pick? So I want to point out Kingsley is 10th right there, right? So let's say Jared Verse. He's currently 12th on the player board. I'm going to pick Verse. All right. So that meant that draft, they did Caleb Williams, Jared Verse in round 1. Okay. The next draft, what would they do? Would they go Drake May or OU? Okay. So let's say they go OU. And then would they do Kool-Aid McKinstry, Drake May? So we'll say Drake May. Okay. So now we're in the 4th unique mock draft. Okay. So what would they do? Would they take Neighbors probably? And then who would be the other pick? Would they go Joe Alt? I like that. Okay, so now we're in the last one. This can get somewhat challenging. So we'll go Rome Odunze as the first overall pick in the draft. And then what would they do with the other pick? So would they go, for example, let's see if we can find Nate Wiggins. Is he available? Wiggins is already gone. Okay, Tyrion Arnold is 21. I'm going to pick him with the other first round pick. Okay. And just like that, the first round challenge is over. Okay. So what did I just do? Okay. So I want to point out that Verse was 12th at the time I picked him. Neighbors was ranked under Odunze, and Arnold was like 21st at the time I picked him, right? So let's go back to the Team Needs and let's look at the Chicago player list again. Okay, every mock draft on this simulator does this. Whether it's a first round challenge or a regular mock draft, the boards are going to move based upon who you pick. So no change at the top, right? I believe it was Harrison Williams. I don't remember if maybe Drake May was up there. I don't remember. So we see OU. We see Neighbors is now higher than Odunze. Okay. Verse moved up to 9. Arnold moved up to 10. Right. So I remembered that I believe the offensive tackle Kingsley was 10th before. So he's fallen off the first page and he's now 12th. Okay. So every single time you use the simulator, the boards are going to move. That's going to give a dynamic mock drafting experience to all users of the site, because whatever I just did for Chicago, every single user on the site is going to see those picks for Chicago unless somebody comes in after me and does something different. So the most recent person will have more influence over the top picks. So I hope you enjoyed this demonstration. If you have any questions, you can find me at NFL Draft Fanatic on Twitter. There's no I in Fanatic on Twitter. Try a first round challenge. Tag me in it. Ask me questions. Show us who your best first round for Chicago is, please. Thank you very much and have a great day.